Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Record with Jordan and Rance. Thank you guys so much for the feedback that I've received in terms of how to go forward with the episodes. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've really been wanting to do this more simplistic sort of approach to the episodes, but I also really like the hooks. Really like putting the little previews, the little mini clips at the beginning of each episode with the background music behind it. So I'm gonna keep it, but I uh, changes, updates to come within the coming weeks. Um, I just want to be fully transparent with you, wonderful viewers and amazing peoples. Um, that's all I got to say. Enjoy this episode. This is with the lovely Zen Lenore. It was a great conversation, and I hope you enjoy. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
I actually just did the 48-hour film festival
nice,
where I
cool.
put in $1,000
Oh, yeah.
and directed, did all of it.
In terms of actors creating their own work and
Yes.
not waiting to be chosen, why is that so important that actors create their own work?
That has been ingrained in me since my first term of acting school,
Yeah.
of the not needing permission. You can't just sit around. You also have to be a filmmaker in order to be an actor, at the very least to get a first demo reel.
All right. We're just gonna start it right there.
Perfect.
Welcome in, everybody. Off the Record with Jordan Rance, episode number 32. We have the wonderful Zen Lenore here with us today. First and foremost, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It is so snowy outside, and it is my favorite weather.
Okay.
I will take that.
Right.
I will
All
take
right.
the heat for that one. I love a good deep snow.
Okay. All right. That's interesting you say that because I say the complete opposite. I hate this. Okay, so I don't know if I ever told you, but I'm from Winnipeg and I have since moved back, so I'm here right now in Winnipeg.
Okay.
Just for the time being, like I have full intentions to go back to Toronto, but I'm just here for now.
Mhm.
And yeah, we have like probably about 6 feet of snow out there.
Oh God.
Let's see what the temperature is, minus 21. So it's
Mhm.
not fun. It's not fun. But so I can partially agree with you. I can partially I like the nice cold the nice like the snow, the aesthetic
Mhm.
everywhere, right? It does look nice. Except for like here, I don't remember what it's like in Toronto actually. Does it get like nice like dirty snow, like gray and gunky
It
snow?
it does in the downtown area.
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit east, and
Okay.
so it takes a little bit longer for it to start looking
Yeah,
gross.
yeah, yeah. No, it's like that in most places in the city. So I think
Oh,
that's why a lot of people resent the snow. And also, we just
yeah.
have the nickname Winter Peg. So
Yeah.
it's not something we're like super proud of, but it's something we embrace and something we just live with. But the cold weather, I will never come to terms with. That is just
See,
ridiculous.
I hate the cold, but I love the snow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
last night here, I don't even know what temperature it was. It was cold enough that it was snowing,
Mm,
but warm enough that I was able to be in like essentially a fall jacket,
yeah,
going out for a walk. And I was like, this is perfect. If
yeah.
this could just be winter,
Oh, I know,
it would be
right?
my favorite season.
Yep, absolutely. You know, I say it all the time that if it wasn't windy outside, it's so nice, right? That just nice,
Yeah.
it's like just a little bit cold air, if that makes sense,
Hmm.
but like not so cold to the fact where like I from my driveway to my front door, I'm just absolutely frozen in like the
Yeah.
3 seconds it takes to leave the car to get to the door. Like that that's no,
No, that should
not
not
good.
be a thing.
No, it's bad. Bad, bad, bad.
Yes, very. I grew up in southern Ontario, and
Okay.
so like to me, Peterborough is north.
Okay.
And so I can't deal with the cold.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
second that it's like -10, I'm like, this is the end for me, actually. I can't go on.
Yeah. Me, like, so I don't know. What's the coldest I could probably handle without bitching? I think if it's like minus 15, I'd be like,
Okay.
this is kind of not terrible, but it's also not the best. Like I love summer, but here's the thing also. I love the summer weather, but the bugs, like wasps
Hmm.
particularly, I don't care how ridiculous it looks. If there's a wasp around me, I'm running around. Like I'm freaking out because I used to like be all nice and tough and be like, yeah, that wasp is not gonna hurt me. But then all of a sudden one day just bites me out of nowhere, and now I'm forever scarred. And
Oh God.
now I run away, and my life mission to kill them all. No, that sounds
I I can deal with wasps, but there's been new bugs. I swear, there's new
yeah,
bugs that I've never seen in my entire life,
yeah,
and they just show up, and I can't deal with those ones.
yeah.
The wasps, I'm like, I will run away, but I won't quite be screaming. But these, like, there was one that was like, it was this big, and half of it
Oh,
was a stinger, and I was like, we're not dealing with
yeah,
this.
no,
We're not Australia.
no,
I'm
no.
I'm
Go
burning my
back,
house down.
go back there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Before we get into anything serious, though, I need to know. Okay,
Mhm.
if you're on schedule, this should be movie number 17 today. How is it going? How's it going?
I think I'm on movie 15. I
Okay.
skipped yesterday.
Okay. All right. That's still really
I
good. That's still really really good cuz you
I watched like up to 4 movies in a day to catch up.
okay.
So it's boding really well for the future.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So a couple questions about that. First off,
Mhm,
how what do you do cuz fun fact, I also struggle with watching movies. There's
mhm,
like all throughout TFS, like I was always known as the one that like I never watched the movies that everybody sees, you know what I mean?
mhm.
Um, for me, I feel like I might just have a short attention span, so I can't sit through long movies all the time. Like don't get me wrong, there are some times where I'm in a mood where like I ain't doing shit for the whole day and
Mhm.
I'm just watching movies, right? But I feel like it's like once I do that, then it's like I'm good for months. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you sit through four movies? How do you, I could never do that. Like, yeah.
I don't know, honestly. I on those days I've kind of like tiered the movies, which is bad.
Okay.
So before this year, I was not anti-movie, obviously. I work in the industry. Please
Hmm.
hire me. I love movies so much.
Yes. No, me
But I
too.
was like TV is superior.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
TV is where it's at. I will watch 7 seasons of a like TV show in a week, but don't ask me to sit down and watch a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Movie should be an hour and a half,
Yeah.
no longer. Any story can be told in an hour and a half. If it's not, it's a TV show.
Yeah.
And then I realized that there was so much that I was missing. And so I was like, okay, uh, on the 1st of January, I happened to end up watching Evil Dead 2
Okay.
with a friend of mine. And I was like, okay, how would I just keep doing this?
Yeah.
And so I made a whole list on Letterboxd. And so
Oh,
I
nice.
watched like the Knives Out movies all in one day, sort of thing. So I would like batch the like lesser movies, the ones that I don't have to like pay attention, more like the less sad ones is the better way to put it.
Yeah.
Because then I go and like watch Apollo 13 or The Dead Poets Society and I'm just like destroyed for the day. And I'm like, I cannot think of anything else. These are
Yeah.
masterpieces.
Yeah. What is your biggest obstacle when watching a movie? Is it attention span? Is it time? Or is it just committing to it?
It's it's committing and attention span.
Yeah.
I'm very, very bad for doing anything but what I'm supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
even if I'm
Yeah.
the one who's deciding what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And so it's very easy for me to just like walk into another room and forget I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh no, I just have to restart. And then also finding like a sometimes up to 2.5 hour, which is insane. A movie shouldn't be 2.5 hours,
Two and a half
but
hours.
they
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
But like finding 2.5 hours to just sit down and watch something
Yeah.
uh is hard because then, so I found like with certain movies I can split it up kind of in like 2 or 3 sessions.
Oh yeah.
Should not be doing that because you don't get the full sense of everything.
Yeah,
But yeah, those are my two biggest struggles with those.
for sure. For sure. For me, so I have this, and I think this might have been what you were just saying. When I go to watch a movie, like a new movie, one that I've never seen before, I have
Mhm.
to, like, I just have this weird mindset where I have to watch it from start to finish. Because if
Yeah,
I can't watch a new movie like in bed, because the idea of like falling asleep in the middle of that movie, it just ruins the whole experience for me, right?
yeah,
And I like I don't want to go back. It's just it's a horrible mindset actually, because if I didn't think that way, I probably would have watched like 10 times more the amount of movies. But you know, whatever.
yeah. I think that's why I like TV shows more is
Yeah,
because there is stopping points.
yeah,
Is like
right.
even though it's typically longer hours wise, you can like stop at the end of an episode and go get something and then come back to the same story or the same characters at the very
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Whereas with movies, they are created to sit like in one go and
Right.
watch.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's more of a like commitment.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about cliffhangers in shows? Like when, say, it's you're watching a new show that's on TV, they release one episode a week, or it's say if it's the season finale, right, and you have to wait however long.
Mhm.
Is that do you
I
enjoy that feeling of like oh what's happening now?
It really depends on how well they did it.
Okay.
Because there's
Yeah.
some that it's like, okay, you're just looking for viewers for next season so you don't
Yeah.
get canceled. And there's
Yeah.
some that are like, oh, I'm actually looking forward to seeing where this goes. Like that changes everything.
Yeah.
So there's some like where I'm watching The Pit weekly right now, which usually I would just wait and like binge watch everything.
Yeah.
But for The Pit, I was so excited. I'm like, I have to watch this weekly.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm enjoying everything where I'm like, okay, like I just want more. Even so, at least with them, they end at like the end of the day. So it's not like it's like, oh no, explosion at the hospital. What's going to
Yeah.
happen tomorrow?
Yeah.
They'll like fast forward in time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But even just from episode to episode, I'm like, they're doing it really well, which is nice because I'm always left wanting more.
Nice. Nice. You have to tell me what is the pit? That sounds ridiculous for me to say because I've never heard of that show. Uh
Wait, that's wild. Okay, so the pit.
that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Oh no.
Like that's how bad it is. Yeah.
Okay, so the pit. It's on season 2 right now. And sorry, I just heard my door unlocking.
Oh,
Um and they I'm just gonna hold for a second. I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
Perfect. So the pit is a medical drama.
Okay.
It takes place in Pittsburgh, in
Oh,
the emergency department.
okay.
Uh, that is known as the pit.
Yeah.
And it every episode is an hour of a work day for the day shift.
Oh, that's so cool.
So season 1 took us on just like some random day where something ends up happening towards the end of the day, and then they go into overtime a little bit. We are season 2 takes place over the course of the 4th of July.
Nice.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. It
Yeah,
is
that
so
sounds
good.
really cool.
Yeah,
Where is it
it's
on?
it is on Crave.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have that.
it's
Yeah.
so nice. It
Cool.
is every time that I watch it or like I talk to any of my friends who are actors, they're like, I wanna. It's American, but I want to be on it. Like they don't even film it up in Canada, but like, can I
Really?
find a way to
Yeah.
be on it?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I will put that on the list. There's so many that I have to watch. I'm in the middle of watching The Rookie. Have you seen that?
I've watched parts of it.
Yeah.
It it's one of those that I like would binge watch and then never touch again.
Yeah.
Like once I'm done,
It's this
how are you
weird.
enjoying it?
So I love the show. It's a fantastic show. Great
Okay.
characters. Um, great storyline for all of them. For some reason, yeah, like I go through these phases where I'll watch 5 episodes all at once, and then, I mean, okay, I have to say that I think the biggest reason why I haven't watched it in a while is because my whole life has revolved around Stranger Things for the last month and a
How
bit.
did that feel?
Did you
I would
watch?
I've never been a big Stranger Things
Oh,
person.
okay.
So
Well,
I've just been hearing about everyone else's disappointment and hurt about that.
yeah, it was a very I don't know how to put it. Like interesting ending. Do you ever plan to watch it, or is it not really for you?
I I've watched up until like season three,
Oh, okay. So
season
you
maybe
have
the
seen
beginning of season four.
good
So
stuff.
I've seen the good
Okay.
seasons from what I've
Season three
heard.
is the best, undisputed.
Perfect.
So you're good. You're good. And the fact that you got through season one, like that's the hardest one for me to get
Really, I
through.
loved it.
Really. Yeah, I
Yeah.
always say to people that get through that one, and then the rest are like okay, or the rest are better, I should say.
Yeah.
Uh, the first one, I think it's a bit hard to understand because they're explaining a lot of the story, and a
Hmm.
lot of like, well, it's all that it's learning all the characters and who they are and their history and all that stuff. It's I mean it's the same thing for any show really, but I think just because Stranger Thing has such a very specific, uh, I don't know, like I want to say storyline, but that's probably not the right way. It basically what I'm saying it's based off D&D. So if you don't know that game, right, I think
I
it's
have a
even.
weekly game that's been going for over a year now.
Oh,
Not to brag,
nice.
but
Okay.
we've
All
hit
right.
that year mark.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I don't know much about D&D. The most I know about it was learning from the show.
Really?
And I've played it once, I think, but not this ongoing thing that I hear people talk about. Um,
You gotta when you come back to Toronto,
yeah, I'll
you're
have
gonna have
to.
to pop in.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. How does it go on for that long? Like, does how does someone ever win or lose?
It's it's just a story. It's
Okay,
not like at least in our campaign, like there's things to fight, but it's just like I think of it like a TV show.
okay,
Like after there's one thing that you win, so my character's arc was first, which was terrifying because I had never played the game before in any
okay.
like meaningful way.
Yeah,
And so after we like did my arc, then we moved on to a different arc. So it was almost like seasons of a show.
yeah,
So right
nice.
now we're going to like a different continent while like there's a war on the continent that we're at about to start. And
Yeah,
so when we come back, there's going to be an even bigger thing to deal with.
right.
Things like that, where there's always something bigger happening.
Yeah,
It's so much fun because it's just telling a story with your friends,
yeah,
which is the one of the most fun things you can do.
yeah. That's awesome. I wonder if that's how. So I mean, the Duffer Brothers are the writers of Stranger Things. I wonder
Mhm.
if that's how maybe they came up with the idea, right? Just what you were
Yeah.
saying, right? Maybe they were playing one day and they're like, "This feels like this could be an interesting show." Yeah,
Hmm.
cool, very cool. Um, all of this kind of ties into something that I find very interesting of what you said. Um, in terms of actors creating their own work and
Yes.
not waiting to be chosen. Why is that so important? Um, that actors create their own work. Do you think?
That has been ingrained in me since my first term of acting school,
Yeah, nice.
of the not needing permission. I mean, I know you had Moody as a teacher.
Nope, I didn't. But I've
Oh,
heard
you were that
fantastic.
term.
That was fantastic. Heard fantastic things about him. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've never. Yeah,
Between like Moody and like Andrew Moody, Ash
yeah.
Catherwood,
Ash
like
is
those
great.
were the two that I feel like were the biggest
Yeah,
like advocates for it. But Maddie McDonald as well,
yeah, yeah.
Simeon Ross, like all now I'm just listing every teacher I've ever had.
Yeah,
But they all were very big on like you can't just sit around like you also have to be a filmmaker in order to
yeah,
be an actor.
yeah,
At the very least to get a first demo reel,
yeah.
things
Right.
like that.
Yeah,
And I've always like even before the reason that I went into acting was because I started off like directing things for like my cousins and stuff
oh,
for
nice,
to be
cool.
doing.
Yeah,
And so like even when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing this thing, uh, so that I can do this thing.
yeah. Awesome.
And so like right now, I'm working with a friend of mine, and we're working on a web series together.
Oh, that's
Uh,
so fun.
yeah. So I'm super excited for that. We're at like the very beginning, middle stages
Yeah,
of it. So I'm hoping in like February is when we'll be able to start sitting down and actually start
that's great.
getting to it. But
Yeah,
it's super fun to be like hang out with friends and be like, tell a story.
yeah, yeah.
uh figure out what you want to figure out what you want to do and then just do it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been thinking of paying for the Final Draft script writing software and just
Faden.
yeah, yeah.
Faden is free.
Oh, oh,
And
okay.
yeah,
I didn't know
Faden
that's yeah.
software is free and it has a little watermark, but it is honestly, I personally think it's better than
Fade
uh
in. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
than any of
All
the other
right, all
ones.
right.
It's the it was my go-to, except for they don't have the app on the iPad anymore. They got rid of it just as I got my iPad. And so I
Oh
use it on my
no.
computer, but then I don't I like write in Notion and then we'll transfer it to a script format.
Yeah, fade in. Okay, I got the website pulled up. I'll look at it later. Cool. Thank you for that. Now I
Yeah,
don't
of
have to pay
course.
$200 for something I could get for free. Yeah.
No. No,
Awesome.
Faden and DaVinci Resolve are the two.
I use DaVinci Resolve to put together all these episodes, so I know
Perfect.
all about that. But cool, awesome. Why do you why do you think the actors? How do I phrase this question? One second. uh, what do you say to actors who feel they're not ready yet?
Oh, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
Um I I think one of the things that keeps me going cuz I'm always like, "Oh no, I'm not at a level I can't do this. I don't know. I'm not good enough. I can't do this thing." Like I'm non-binary and
Yeah.
so with that comes some interesting scripts that I get for auditions
Okay.
and a lot of them are very emotional. And so I'm always like, can I achieve this? And the answer is sometimes not currently.
Yeah.
But you get to go as far as you can and then because you've gone as far as you know you can go that far.
Yeah.
And you just have to do it in order to do it.
Yeah.
Is the best way is like
Just do it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it comes with time.
Of
Uh,
course.
time and like the time's gonna pass anyway. You may as well be doing things to improve.
Yeah.
But it will take the time to improve, if that makes
100%.
sense.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. I talk about the idea of YOLO a lot on this
Mhm.
podcast. It sounds a little like corny or whatever, but it has that really, I think, kind of like a sentimental meaning because I mean,
Yeah,
if you break it down, it's you only live once, right?
yeah,
And sure, like we associate YOLO with like doing crazy shit, jumping off the highest diving board or uh, I don't know, some daredevil type stuff, right?
hmm,
But when we think about you only live once, it's like if we as people always waited until we felt ready to do anything, we would never do it ever.
yeah.
Because
No,
the truth is you'll never be ready. You
hmm,
just got to do it, like you said, right?
yeah.
Um, and
One,
yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah,
one thing I've seen a lot recently that has like helped me so much and just like my mindset is like and it's like people saying like maybe in a different lifetime and it's like well you only have this one so you may as
yeah,
well do it
yeah,
of like
exactly.
yeah you this is really all you get.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Do you think waiting for the right time is like the biggest trap people fall into?
For sure.
Yeah,
I like to a degree there is things that like sometimes you have to wait on
yeah,
like
for sure.
but you can always do a smaller version of something. Like there's always a way to make a project smaller or
Yeah,
make it in a different format. So, like for example, I've had an idea for like a fantasy story that I've wanted to write since I was like 13. And I kept putting it off. Like I started writing it when I was 13 cuz like nothing stops you at 13. And then once I got older, I like stopped working on it at all. And I was like, well, no, because I can't make this. Like, if I wanted it to be a film, it would be like millions of dollars.
yeah,
If I wanted to write a novel, I don't know how to write a novel.
yeah,
And so instead I was like, well, why don't I make it like a fictional podcast?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And so that's something that like I've been working on the side while I've been talking to my friend of like restarting the world building, because a 13-year-old's world building is uh leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So starting from the ground up and being like, okay, well, you can find a different medium to make this if you are still thinking about it like however many years later.
100%. 100%. Um, you have mentioned that you like to explore unapologetically.
Mhm.
Is that me like are you a big like travel person? Like you like to travel to different
I
places?
I like traveling within my area. Like
Okay.
I've
Exploring the
never
city. Yeah.
been yeah, I've
Yeah.
never been a big person to like I haven't traveled much.
Yeah.
Uh I did like a road trip in the States years ago,
Yeah.
and I've gone to like visit some family in Saskatchewan, but I've
Okay.
never been like, oh, I'm gonna go to this really cool place.
Yeah.
But I do love just like putting in headphones and just walking. Like I'll walk for hours. I come from a small town where the buses maybe came once every 4 hours,
Oh
so you just
no.
walked places because it was
Yeah.
quicker.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm a big walker, and I'll just like go and I'll do like adventure walks where I'll
Yeah.
just go and explore different parts of the city that I haven't been in, go get lost, and then find my way back.
100%. Yeah, cool. When I was living in Toronto and when I return I'll probably find myself doing this again. I there's this sort of sense of peace of just going on like the go train. Is that what they call that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the go
Yes.
train. I'm like losing all the terminology there. Um and just I don't know, even like going from Toronto to some surrounding city in the GTA, like just that uh long train ride, put in some
Yeah.
headphones like you said, or I don't know, I've been trying to get into reading. I have like 8 books that was given to me from wonderful people in my life, and
Nice.
I haven't read a ton of them. One of them actually you might enjoy.
Hmm.
It's the Actor's Way, I believe.
The
uh
Artist Way.
no, it's by
Oh.
she's in the office. It's her bio. It's her
Oh.
autobiography about her life. Actor's Way,
Y-
Actor's Life.
I've
Um,
heard of this.
yes, it's all the way over there, so I won't go grab it. But yeah, I've read the first few, like the first chapter ish, and
Nice.
me personally, like I love autobiographies. Like that's pretty much the only type of books that I really like reading. I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know if there's a really good story to a fictional book, then maybe. But I've never really been like a book reader, um,
Hmm.
so I think I gotta just stick with what I don't know what I know. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, you really embody this whole just do it energy.
I
Um,
certainly try.
yeah, yeah. Have you always been like that, or was there like ever a moment where you're like, now I am this?
I think I very much am the type of person to stop and want everything to be perfect, and then I just get fed up with myself and I just go.
Yeah.
So it seems like I'm a very just do it person, but really I'm just do it after 6 months of wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a lot of
like
planning involved. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I ended up becoming an actor and like going to Toronto Film School because I applied on a whim so that it would be the death of my dream because I didn't think I'd ever get in, and then I was like, oh, okay, so this is just changing the course of my life now because now I got in and I
Yeah.
can't say no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Things like that where I'm very much want to do something, will deny it, and then I'll be like, okay, fine, I'll try it, and it will just change everything.
Yeah. 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 That's cool. I uh, I always like to talk to fellow TFS peoples. Um, kind of get to know like their favorite moments, their maybe least favorite moments, if you're comfortable with sharing, like just your whole
Mhm.
experience. I know me and you were in different terms actually. I think you were in
Mhm.
the maybe one ahead of me. I
Two. I
Two ahead of you.
stage managed
Yes,
your
that's right.
other
Yes, yes,
friends.
yes.
Yeah.
Two ahead of you. Two ahead of me. Yes. How was everything? Did you ever? Were you in
Ooh.
the? Were you in person from right from beginning to end?
I get to brag that I was part of the first class that came back fully in person.
Okay,
Like
nice.
we had voice online and stuff, but
Yep,
we were the first people to be able to have all of the classes that needed to be in person in person.
nice.
So I came back right at the end of COVID.
Cool.
It Yeah, so I came in July 2022, graduated, I guess that would be December 2024.
Yeah,
That's so weird to think about. That
December
was
2024,
2 years ago.
eh?
Um,
Yeah,
but
almost. Yeah.
yeah, or 2023. It was a year and a half, whatever a year and a half
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2023, 2 years
23.
ago.
Yeah.
And
So over two. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I loved my time at TFS.
yeah.
It changed me. It was where I needed to be, both as like a person and for my future career. I met so many people out of it.
Hmm.
Um, like people that I still talk to.
Yeah.
Everyone at D&D is related to TFS in some way.
Nice.
Um, it's it was a great experience for me. I can see why, like I've heard a lot of negative things
Yeah.
and I can see where those people are coming from. But for me it was great. Like obviously ups and downs. There was some wild moments that I
Yeah.
think I've told some stories.
Yeah.
Uh, but it overall it was a very good time.
100%. 100%. I feel the same way. I think that, I mean, overall, I very much love that I did it. And I think it, sort of circling back to like the just do it mentality. If I waited till I was ready, or if I waited until, I don't know, just kept waiting, I probably would have
Mhm.
never have gone.
Yeah.
So the fact that I just one day, that, I mean, I think I might have, I don't know if I've ever talked about this publicly, but it was in a bit of an interesting way of how I found TFS.
Yeah.
Uh, I was actually going to, I was going to like a college thing here in Winnipeg, um,
Mhm.
not for acting, for like broadcasting stuff.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I always hated school, so I did this college program because it was just 12 months and it was kind of what I was into. Um, but the biggest thing was just because it was just 1 year, and I was like, oh, fine, just get in, get out, right?
Mhm.
Ended up hating it, right? So this was at the time when I was like pretty much like, yeah, I'm not gonna finish this. I'm just gonna tell them that I am, yeah, I'm done. Um, and my mom actually had just floated the idea of being like, I wonder why you never wanted to go to a different like travel for school, right? And I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Because acting, and I've said this a ton of times, anybody that was in my class probably has heard me say this 5 times at least. I've always wanted to be an actor, but I never thought I could be. I never thought I don't know, had what it took to be an actor.
Mhm.
Um, so I think that's why I started acting so late in life.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, we're here now, right? So I'm not dwelling on that. But
Can I ask,
yeah,
how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, so late in life.
I think
You're not
so.
barely at your first quarter.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, and I've already been an actor for, like, I consider myself to have been an actor since I started going to TFS.
Mhm.
Um, and even now that I'm not in Toronto, like I still have an agent, and yeah, sure, I'm not going out for as many auditions as I was there. I still consider myself to be an actor. I think I was talking about that before, and the reason why I bring that up is just for the people that are watching. They're probably thinking that, oh, I said this all last week, but anyways, um, yeah, I very much still consider myself to be an actor. It is hard to maintain that mindset sometimes when I go for long periods of times of not doing any acting stuff. Um,
Mhm.
how do you feel about that? If you're like, are you ever,
Oh,
I don't know, feeling like you just need to do some sort of creative thing?
all the time.
Yeah,
I like between just being like my first year especially, I was like, I have to do it all. I have to
yeah,
do everything. I decided to join the union,
nice, yeah,
which was an amazing choice.
yeah,
But I was like, I did see a drop in auditions when I first joined because I wasn't getting all of the commercials. Because at that
yeah,
time, there was the commercial lockout. Now most of them are back, but there is
okay,
still some that are locked out. But like I was mostly getting commercials, and then I was getting like almost nothing.
yeah,
And so I was like, I'm not getting as many auditions. I'm not getting, like, I'm not working. I'm not getting paid to do anything.
yeah,
I did one student film, but I was like, I need to do something. So I called my friend. I don't know if you met Jessica Lamb. She was in
mm,
my class.
the name sounds sort of familiar, but I don't think I've ever, no,
Yeah,
you,
she was in my class at
yeah,
TFS, and I
yeah,
called her and I was like, "Do you just want to make something?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Come to my house tomorrow." And she was like, "Okay." And so she showed up, and I was like, "Let's just do something."
yeah,
And even like we made this dumb like video made by like to some music that was about like writer's block.
oh
But
yeah,
even just being able to make that on our phones, we were like, "Okay, we feel like at least we did something."
yeah,
And so between like between not making stuff, not I have like friends who have been in the industry for like as long as I've been alive, and
yeah,
they're like, yeah, it doesn't get better, and I'm like, it has to, please,
yeah,
because it's rough.
yeah.
The like you don't get an audition for a week and you're like, well, my life's over now.
Yeah,
uh
I mean, I don't know. It's been quite a few months since I've done an audition, but
mhm,
I've been meaning to do this thing. So, I mean, first off, I'm a huge procrastinator. I don't know about you, and I think that's probably my worst trait
yeah,
is I've been talking about just putting a camera in front of my face and picking a scene, picking a monologue, learning the lines, doing the whole process, and just making self tapes for fun, like not submitting them
mhm,
anywhere, just maybe even just to build the demo reel up even more, um, because that allows me to still do the acting stuff and
mhm,
I mean, yeah, like you said, sure, we're not getting paid for it right now, but that's why I think a lot of people say that. I mean, to be a successful actor, it's you got to have the passion, right?
mhm.
Because if you're in it for the money, well, then you're never gonna get
Never.
anywhere, ever,
No.
right?
No.
Which I mean, I will say that. So I'm a very ambitious person at the same time.
Mhm,
Kind of funny, procrastinative and ambitious at the same time. Um, but so and why I say that is I've always been like, I'm an actor. I wanna see how far this career can go, right? So yeah, I always think to myself, like I'm gonna get an Oscar one day, right? And it sounds outlandish and crazy,
mhm,
but that is to me that's like one of the most prestigious awards, especially for an actor, right?
yeah,
Um, and of course, it's not about the awards, it's not about the recognition, not about the money. Yes, but
yeah,
why not shoot for the stars? That's my mindset,
of course,
right?
yeah,
Because it sort of ties in again. You only live once, right? I'm not gonna sit here like I mean, and it's no shade to anybody, like because there are actors out there who don't want the whole lights and cameras and everywhere, right? And they prefer
mhm,
to sort of keep it more low key, and I totally respect that, right?
mhm,
But there comes to be a sort of a defining moment where are you in it for the money or are you just like I said, just shooting for the stars and just having big goals and big dreams, right?
mhm,
And I very much consider myself to be that. I'm not going to give myself any timeline, right? It's not like if I'm like, oh, I'm not in Hollywood by this time next year, I'm quitting. Like, I don't care how long it takes,
yeah,
right? I'm here for the journey. I'm here for this is my life, right? And I
mhm,
love it. Being an actor is one of the most rewarding careers, in my opinion. how about you? How do you think?
I definitely. One sec. I'm
Yeah,
gonna shut that door.
it's okay.
Oh, like you're so cute. Want to with your dad? What's your dad? There's a dog in the house.
It's okay. It is
Um,
okay.
uh, rewarding. Yeah, it is so funny because like I haven't been paid for any work that I've done. Like it's all been student film
Yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah,
which makes sense.
yeah.
Um, I actually just did the 48-hour film
Oh,
festival
nice,
where I
cool.
like put in $1,000
Oh,
and like directed, like did all of it. I was the team lead for it,
cool.
and so even though I haven't been paid for it, even just being on set is like, oh, this makes all of the like
Yep,
makes all of it worth it. All of the like
yep,
stressing when
yep,
you're not on set, all of the like, what am I going to do? This is like, I'm never going to do anything. I'm never
yeah,
going to be on set again. It
yeah,
makes all of it worth it the second that you're on a set, even if it's just like a set of 5 people.
yeah. That,
It's, I can't imagine like feeling that way and then walking onto like a big budget set. Cause I would just like, I feel like I would just die, like
yeah,
melt.
yeah,
Like it would be so much fun. So
yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to when like I'm at that stage in my career.
100%, 100%. Yeah. Collaborating with people is just, it is probably one of my most favorite parts about it, right?
Hmm.
Bouncing ideas off of each other, right? And um, I mean, obviously, when you have a amazing director, right, who
Hmm.
has that vision, and I think, I mean, this is what a lot of my teachers at TFS always had said, that the best directors are actors themselves.
Hmm.
So it's always nice when there's that, because you can sort of relate, right? It's less of
Hmm.
just, this is what I want you to do it, and versus like, I've also been there, right? Like speaking
Hmm.
from the perspective of a director, like I've also been there. Like I can sort of, you know, right?
Hmm.
Um, yeah, very awesome, cool. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. There's always this part in the podcast where I'm like, yeah, we're going good, and then it's just kind of like, yeah. But that's the beauty of just going with the flow and vibing
Hmm.
and doing the thing. Yeah. Um, you spend a lot of time in nature. You spent a lot of time in nature growing up.
I
I,
did
I, I
it.
assume, right, from what I've heard.
Yes.
What kind of what have you taken away from that? Like, is there a sense of peace in that? Is there, yeah,
Yeah. For sure. That is still one of my like my safe places, even though I'm in the city. Like
yeah,
the second that I find a place where I'm just surrounded by trees and
yeah,
can barely hear cars, because there's no place you can't hear cars in the city.
yeah, yeah,
But the second that I'm just surrounded by trees, I'm like, okay, now I can breathe. Like now I can
yeah,
think.
yeah,
It very much has always felt like home. So it's nice that we live in Canada where it's somewhat easy to find places like that.
yeah,
Uh, I grew up in a small town, so I was always just wandering around finding different places to go, waste time. So a lot of forests were my places to hang out, go
nice,
explore, figure it out.
100%.
And so it very much like if I need to write or if I need to think, like I'm going to find a forest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why do you think that walking or spending time in nature is such an underrated creative reset?
It like for me, it just kind of puts everything in perspective
Yeah,
where it's like it's very easy to get caught up in the here and now, which I think is kind of what we're talking about in the like how an acting career is, or just a career in the industry is very rewarding,
uh-huh,
is like everything kind of leads up to a moment, but you have to remember that that moment is coming,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
no matter what. And I think like those trees, there's a lot of trees that are a lot older than I am
yeah,
that I walk by every day and I don't even notice.
right,
So being able to connect with things that were here before me and will and are just there. Like they're just there to grow and to provide, and the network and the way that everything works with each other, how the trees work with the birds that work with like the worms that work with the other scary bugs that I hate when they're in my house.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how all of those work together.
Yeah.
It's just lovely watching everything happen.
Hell yeah. 100%. Do you think
Mhm.
people underestimate how much art shapes society?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I think like for our living memory, 2020 was a great example of that. Is how how important was art when all of a sudden no one could do anything but consume art
Yeah.
or create art. How many people got bored enough that they started creating their own stuff and now that's their jobs.
Yeah.
They found a passion in it. It's art is may not be the thing that runs society, but it is the thing that holds it together.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's your favorite type of art? Is it literal art, like paintings? Is it pictures? Is it photo videos, like film? Um,
um hmm I consume the most like videos,
yeah,
whether it be like movies, TV shows, whatever.
yeah,
Um, but I find art that I would never think that I liked. If there is somebody like my favorite thing to do is be like, okay, I don't like puppets, for example. They
okay,
creep me out.
okay,
But like finding good puppetry and being like, okay, even though I'm a little bit like weirded out by puppets, this is still really cool.
yeah,
And finding just like weird ways that people do art or like ways that I would never think of
hmm,
and be like, okay, so what do I like about this? Like
yeah,
what connects this person to this thing?
right,
It's so
yeah,
I guess the answer that's kind of a non-answer, but
no,
I
no,
consume the most movies and TV shows like or videos just in general,
right,
but all types of art is so much fun to see why somebody likes it.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. Um, very cool. I want to bring back this segment that I used to do in my episodes all the time. It's actually been quite some time since I've done it. My rapid fire round. So this is
Ooh.
just a series of a few questions. They're mainly based on all the stuff we've talked about today. Um, I always tell my guests that, of course, these are rapid fire, so your answers could just be just simple one-liner things, or if you have the uh, the idea of if you have more to say about it, feel free. Okay.
Amazing.
What's your favorite movie that you actually finished recently?
Apollo 13. It
Nice.
it made me cry so many
Yeah.
times. I was watching it with my roommate. We took a break to take the dog out and I was still like
Yeah.
sniffling on the walk being like I can't. There's so much
Right.
happening. It's
Right.
such a good movie.
Yeah. I've It's been so long since I've seen that, but that's actually one of the very few movies that I've seen. I always
It's
yeah. I'm
it's a
always
great one. I hadn't seen it before.
yeah. Yeah. I'm always like nervous to ask like what's people's favorite movies because like 95% of the time they say some movie that I've like either A just never watched or B never even heard of. So awesome. Awesome. Good job, Jordan. I actually know a movie for once. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I got to watch it again though cuz it's been so long.
It's so
Um
good.
what's a movie that you still feel guilty for not watching?
Oh my anything on my letterboxed wish list right now.
Yeah.
Um there's so much uh the one that I feel most guilty for not watching would probably be something like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
As a kid, I like woke up in the middle of the night. Well, for a kid, the middle of the night,
Yeah.
my parents were watching Jurassic Park, and I walked in just as the T Rex, like the two T Rexes, like tore the guy in
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
I have never
Yeah.
watched it since,
Yeah.
but I will be
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the same thing for me. I've never watched the is it yeah, the Nightmare on Elm Street's the one with Freddy Krueger
Oh,
because well, I mean, my mom was always like, "Oh, you can't watch this movie. It's too scary, too scary." So as a kid, I'm like, oh, "All right, fine, I ain't go watch that."
Hmm.
Um, and also just the idea that like the whole thing is that he attacks you in your dreams and all that. That's horrifying. That's
Yeah.
horrifying. So I don't even. I mean, it's not really something I feel guilty for not watching, but
Hmm.
it's something that I feel like I almost should because it's one of the classics, one of the classic horror movies. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that one is on my list. This is awful, but I only recently learned that he attacks in dreams,
Yeah.
like 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
I just thought it was a slasher.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
realize like there was like a dream aspect to it.
Right.
So that actually made me a little bit more excited
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm so bad with horror.
Oh yeah.
It's I get scared so easily that I'm like, at least this will have an interesting aspect to scaring me and
Yeah.
scarring me.
Yeah. I get scared very easily as well, but I also just love a good scary movie. Have you seen Weapons?
I actually that was one that I watched this year.
Yeah.
For one of the days.
Yeah.
I
That is a good movie.
I wish I could have actually physically seen it. It was so dark that even with all the lights off and everything blacked out, I could barely see it on my TV.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of
It
that.
was yeah, it was just so physically dark that I could not see what was happening on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard amazing things though.
Yeah, yeah. What's your go-to creative reset? Walking, music, or
For sure.
sleeping?
Ooh, walking, for sure.
Yeah, I figured that based on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, are you someone that if you're in a creative mindset, right?
Hmm.
Do you prefer to listen to like maybe while you're on a walk,
Hmm.
listening to music? Do you use that as a what's the how can I put that? Creative sort of beginning or do you use movies, right? Or I'll put it in the perspective of like maybe you're cleaning, cleaning the house.
Hmm.
Movies or music as a creative
Music.
music. Yeah,
If I'm doing an activity, it's definitely music, and I'll it's very easy for me to like create stories out of the music.
yeah, yeah,
With movies, I feel like if I like have an idea, like there's aspects that I'll find interesting.
yeah,
Otherwise, there's been so many times where I'm like, ooh, this, but this, and then I'll just create another movie that exists, and I'm
yeah,
like, okay, so that's not
yeah.
anything new.
Yeah. Prefer nature or the city? Nature.
I love living in the city, but definitely nature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you're watching a movie theater or watching at home?
Theater.
Yep, I'm the
There's
same way. Yeah,
nothing beats a good theater.
yeah. I also feel like uh I'm more likely to finish a movie if I go to a movie theater because it's more of like a
100%.
commitment that I've made to like I've actually left the house to go to this
Hmm.
place to watch this movie. So that's sort of the steps I've taken to see more movies. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, I've never walked out of a movie theater while the movie's going. Like I've
yeah,
never like left a movie early in a movie theater.
yeah,
I've stopped watching so many movies at
yeah,
home.
exactly. Because there's so
So
many other
it's
distractions around. That's my problem,
oh
right?
yeah.
This godforsaken thing. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
It's so easy to just
Yes.
pick it up and then forget you're watching a movie.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Um, what's a movie you always say you'll watch but you don't?
Oh god. Anything on my letterbox.
Yeah, yeah.
Um I think that one would probably be almost any Disney movie.
Yeah.
I haven't watched like even as a kid I didn't watch a lot of
Okay.
movies.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people like reference children's movies and they'll be like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. I'll be like, sure. And then I have never watched any of them that they've recommended.
Right.
So like Toy Story is the one that comes to mind where everyone's like, you have to watch Toy Story. And I'm like,
Hang on a
uh-huh.
second. You've never seen Toy Story?
I've never seen Toy Story. Like I've seen like clips of it like at the dentist and stuff, but I've never
Okay.
like sat down and watched Toy Story.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's on my list.
Okay. All right. I think the first one's great. Second one's me. Third one is
Hmm.
good. I haven't seen the whatever is after the third. I think they're working on the fifth one this year.
I think
Uh,
so. There's a lot of them.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I've seen the. I think yeah, the first and third are my personal go tos. Um,
Heck yeah.
are you a morning person or a night owl?
I I genuinely don't know. I have such a messed up sleep schedule that I think I can be either, but I'm just kind of like I can be either, but I'm kind of neither of them.
Yeah.
I'll just I just kind of sleep and wake up, especially when I'm not like I'm in my slow season at work currently, so I'm just kind of not working as much. So I'm
Okay.
just sleeping at like really weird times. Like I'll sleep in the middle of the day and then be up all night, but then wake up early and like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's so messed up.
Yeah.
I need a routine.
Yeah. Yeah. I love a good nap, but it
Oh,
always
naps are great.
yeah.
I never really understood the nap hype until I started going to school, and then I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, naps are the best thing ever."
They're the shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But they always end up biting you in the ass because then you stay up all night, like you just said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Zen, thank you very
Amazing.
much for coming by,
Thank you.
being on the show. Gonna give you
Mhm.
the floor for any final things that you want to say. Maybe you shout out whatever you want. Social medias, your anything you're working on. Where can the
Yeah.
people find you? What do you want the people to know?
Um I first off, thank you so much for having me. I am pretty much at ITSZENLENORE. It's Zen Lenore pretty much everywhere, except for all the places I'm not. Instagram's the best place to find me, and
Yeah.
from there, my link tree
Nice.
has everything else.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and that's where I post all my updates on what I'm working on,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect place to stay up to date.
That's the place. That is the place.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys all so much for viewing, watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Be sure to follow the show on Instagram and subscribe here on YouTube at Off the Record with Jordan Rance. And of course, catch new episodes every single Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you get your podcasts. Once again, Jordan Rance, this is Zen Lenore, and we are out of here. Bye bye.